All right, this is the workout of the week. So it's actually the move of the week. This is a Cobra, but it's the Yogilachi Cobra. So maybe in yoga you've seen where there's an extreme back bend and the hands are pushing up the spine in a pretty intense arch for the back. That's not what a Yogilachi Cobra is. What a Yogilachi Cobra and movement is a great strengthener for the core and more than just the stomach. So remember, the core includes the stomach, the pelvic floors, the glutes. It includes the body and the parts that keep the body stable. So it includes a real focus on core stabilization before we even prepare to go into the move. And then Cobra, the word itself, lends to that, snakes don't have arms, so we're not going to use our arms to push up. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you, I'll do the exercise and explain it as I go along as well, so you see the whole movement here. So I'm going to start with my arms down, but then I'm going to rotate them open. So when I have them down here, you're going to notice my shoulders go into this more of that kyphotic arch, and my scapula protracts. So remember, in class, we're working on getting the shoulders to pocket and the scapula to retract more so we can improve our posture naturally. So I'm going to have the hands open and the thumbs face almost up towards the sky. And we're going to have the head looking down with the neck retracted, not looking forward, not crunching on that cervical spine. So my cervical spine is long, my head is retracted, so it's not collapsed either like a bag of potatoes just hanging off. We don't want to just a sack of potatoes hanging off of our spine here. We want that head retracted in alignment, and the arms in a position. So the basic position right here, I'd like the thumbs to either be facing up. That allows for those shoulders to pocket more easily, as well as the scapula to retract. And a lot of folks will say pinch the scapula or pinch those shoulder blades together. And while that's not a bad visual, I guess, to get an idea, when you pinch too much, the chances of squishing in there loses the actual grip of that upper traps. And that's what we're trying to do, is actually retract using your trapezius muscles, your mid traps, and then bring the scapula downward as opposed to having it up here and then pinching. I don't really want it up and in and pinching. I'd rather have the shoulders down and then the scapula retracting, almost as if you're trying to bring the shoulder blades down in the back pockets. You're sliding them inward and downward on the back instead of pinching or squeezing or squishing them. It's really just retracting gently back and bringing them back down into the back pockets. All right, so with the components of stabilization is we have the butt muscles that need to help here. We're not using the erector spinae to actually do this. What we're going to do, or what I'm doing here, is engaging the glute muscles. So we're engaging the glutes, squeezing them. The hamstrings and calves can fire as well. They're not lifting up, they're just holding to stabilize. The core stabilization comes from that component of muscles. The stomach is engaged, so I'm almost pulling my belly button inward to my spine where it comes off, and all of this is stabilized. All right, then with my head in alignment, the crown of my head lengthening, taking the thumbs to face back, I'm retracting and pulling my scapula down into my back pockets. I'm not lifting into an arch. I'm just retracting and bringing my scapula down. So that's helping to create strength, stability, mobility in the thoracic without strain. And this actually feels fantastic. No strain in the back. And then you can relax and just turn your head to one side. So that's the Yogilachi Cobra. And then we have lots of progressions simply where we can actually add the arms where they come up, but still understanding that what we're trying to do is regain mobility in this thoracic, not the shoulders, because I don't want the shoulders doing all of the craziness. I want the shoulders pocketed and safe, but the thoracic to be able to be strong but mobile. All right, so those would be progressions. But that basic, walking you through it really quickly one more time. Thumbs open, engage the glutes, hamstring, calves. Looking down at the floor but retracting through the neck. Retract through the scapula, drive the scapula downward and in into the back. Lift up if you can from the thoracic, not from the lumbar. Your butt muscles are strong. Holding there and breathe. 3 good breaths. So we're strengthening through the mid-traps, and we're stretching through the biceps. So we've got a nice stretch through the biceps, through those shoulders. And then relax. All right, that's Yogilachi's Cobra. This looks kind of cool sometimes, but nah. You can counter it with a child's pose. Have a fabulous day.